I know. We've all got somewhere to be. We've all got things to do. We've got dreams to accomplish, but yet we're not where we need to be just yet. Now, if that sounds like you, if you are trying to be go, go, go mode, we're less than 6 months to 2025, you might want to stay tuned because I have something in this video that you can absolutely use to help you along your path. And you might ask yourself, what is that? What can you tell me that I don't already know that I need to do? Now, what if I told you it's less about the doing and more about the present, more about the enjoyment of the process, falling in love with the process? If we always overly concern ourselves with where we're going, why we got to get there, who we got to meet, what we got to do, that's just going to make us go crazy. And it's going to make the destination, when we arrive there, shall we arrive there, much less sweet. I want to talk to you guys about the journey to progress, the process of life. Now, if we're talking about just life in general, the whole thing is a journey. And if you're rushing to get to your destination, which is that casket, this is not a video for you. What I had to learn over time, guys, is that we shouldn't be so much in a hurry to get to where we think we need to go. Because it's not the destination that makes us. You're lit right now. You're that girl right now. You're that guy right now. Not when you get there, not when you get the money, not when you can go flexing on a gram, not when you can buy the house or be on the yacht. As I always like to talk about, I ain't been on my yacht yet, but I'm gonna be on my yacht, okay? However, we have to learn how to enjoy the journey. Why? Because that's where the character is built. That's where all the wonderfulness is in the journey, the process, the character. If you could snap your fingers right now like a genie, right? Like they always say on Instagram, like if you could take $5,000 a week or get $1 million payout now, it don't matter what we could get. It doesn't matter what we could get. We would not have it at the end of the day or years down the line. We would not be fully enjoying it. Why? Because it took us nothing to get it. Think about the value we place on things that we had to save up for. It took us forever to get this. And that victory is so much more sweet. It's just so much more wonderful, so much more delicious when it's something that we actually had to fine tune ourselves during that time before we got it. The journey is a very special and sacred, and it's a process of blessing, from my opinion, because the fact that you're on the journey means that you woke up and your heart did this. Like you woke up and your heart is beating. So I feel like I want everyone who's watching this video and you feel like this message is resonating, first of all, like, comment, share, and subscribe. We got to go up. By you subscribing to my channel is going to help me live more fully in my purpose. So please help your girl out and comment, hit the share button, the like button, and shout out to everyone who has. But nonetheless, with the journey, we have to really learn how to fall in love with the process of becoming. Think about it. If your dream is to be a dancer, or we're just using it as a metaphor, right? And I just snap my finger and I have all the skills. You wouldn't even know what to do when you were on the main stage. You wouldn't know how to handle the fame, handle the criticism, handle the wonderful things, handle the money, handle the family members that come out the woodwork saying, oh, you remember I used to be your favorite cousin. Okay, how about them coins? Right? Like we wouldn't know how to really manage and handle the things that come with the destination. But the journey teaches you that. It teaches you how to get knocked down and come back up with even more spirit. It teaches you that just because you're not where you want to be, it does not mean that you're not worthy now. And I talk so much about that. Like I said, you're that girl, you're that guy right now. Yes, you, the one who is watching the video. I don't care if you're broke, you're living in a tent, you're homeless, you're about to be homeless, you can't pay for your bills. You're still that person. No matter who in this earth right now has had huge levels of success, they've always been who they are. But now the world is catching up to them. Let us catch up to you. Let us catch up to you. You've always been that. But it's more of an awareness rather than a destination. So how dare you trick yourself out of the beauty that is within you that lies now, that's here now. Kobe Bryant always been Kobe Bryant, even when he was this big, right? Steve Harvey has always been Steve Harvey, even when he was this small. Granted, they've gone through some things like throughout the journey. That was the character building process that helped extract some of the greatness out of them, like Kobe hitting the gym on hours after his teammates. That's what really refined many of Kobe's skills. But he was always that person. He was always that guy. right? But he had to come into certain things along the journey, along the path that really helped him bring that out. It reminds me of think of and envision. I need you guys to dream with me. All right, dream with me a little bit. And think about a statue. It's a block statue. It's just cement. And you're looking at it. It's rectangular. And it's just like, what the hell is this big block of cement? And then you get your chisel and your scalpel. I'm calling it wrong, but you know what I'm talking about. And you start fine-tuning away. Fine-tuning away. Fine-tuning away. That is the process. And then when you get to the destination, you see this refined physique, this beautiful person, whether it's a woman, man, or whatever it was that's being created. But that's what's happening to you along your journey. But you don't even notice it because you're so fixated on just snapping your finger and seeing the beautiful sculpture that lies within the cement structure. We have to allow ourselves to marvel at this big block structure that's in front of us that looks sloppy, that looks weird, that we don't really know what it is. We don't really know where we're going. I don't know what I could really fine tune this thing and turn it into. It's just, I don't know what else given. All right. But it's given a whole lot of nothing right now. But it's that process that makes us who we are. If you hack away and you hack away at it, over time, you're destroying the integrity of the things that don't need to be on you, right? Like poor habits. I talk a lot about self-talk, poor self-talk, not being able to trust others because we don't trust ourselves. If you're having trust issues, please go check out my last video on trust. It will definitely be something that you can take away some serious gems. But that's what the building process is. That's what the journey is all about. Releasing and unlearning the things that don't serve us, the things that don't prosper us. So that way, when we get to the destination, we know how to handle it. If somebody can snap their fingers, because I'd be like, listen, I want a nice flat stomach. I don't need a whole 6-pack. I just need like a little 4-pack, something cute. You know, I need the bottom to be just sitting up just a little bit more, the legs a little bit more toned, the arms a little smaller, a little more toned. But if somebody would have snapped my fingers and give me that, I'm going outside. I'm telling you that right now. I will be outside. I'm going to get my hair done. I'm going to be outside. So I'm going to enjoy it for a short while until I start back the eating habits and the physical habits or the lack of physical habits that I had to not give me that body. Why? Because nothing was built to get the damn body. And now when you give me the body, it doesn't give me the inner workings to help maintain or keep the body. So I say all that because we need to start having more respect for the process, for the journey. Have respect for the journey and who you are and who you're becoming and who you need to unbecome, or what I should say you need to unbecome. Because your who has always been there. Your who has always been special. Your who has always been fantastic. But we have socialization, we have life, we have growing up, we have all kinds of things, all kinds of people, parents, guardians that are well-meaning and some not so well-meaning, but that take away and strip us of the very being that we are. So what life is, especially the journey, is an unlearning and undoing. And if we try to cheat that process, we'll get there if you want to snap your fingers and somehow you can get there. But there'll be so many things that you're missing. That's why I feel like so many people who have overnight fame or overnight success, and then you learn like they hanged themselves, or they are abusing drugs. There's somebody, I said drugs so hard, so bad, but you know, like the real bad ones, like the bad ones, like these ones. They're doing those kinds of things that you wouldn't be doing if you were of a healthy mind. And it all boils down to how healthy is your mind? How healthy are your habits? How healthy is your being? But when you give somebody and take someone out of a certain ecosystem that they've curated, and that they've worked on their whole life, and give them a whole nother ecosystem, different friends, different environment, different tax bracket, different social clout, all those things. When you give somebody that without having worked on it, and you wonder why these people are suffering, you wonder why these people are sad, you wonder why these people are depressed, their marriages are failing, their kids are not doing well. It's all because the character was not created. So I used to and I'm not going to lie, I still struggle with that because sometimes, especially with my YouTube channel, you guys know I've been very transparent. I do one take. I want you guys to see me mess up. I want you guys to see my growth and I want y'all to notice too, I'm really working on making eye contact with this camera. It's so easy to be like this. And I noticed in my early videos, I was like this, but then I learned no, I need to be like this. I need to look young and y'all. So, okay, so there goes a little bit of growth for me. But I wouldn't have gotten that, and I wouldn't have learned that had somebody just gave me the success already or have really blown my channel up. Because then when I get there, they're going to be like, wait, this girl, why does she have this? Like, what is so fantastic about her speaking abilities? They're pretty average, right? So I also, too, like, struggle with this, and I have to learn and constantly remind myself, because this is not something that I've mastered. I have mastered nothing. And I'm okay with that. I'm getting a lot better at many things though, but I'm okay with not having mastered certain things, because I'm okay with the process of life, the journey, the unfolding, right? Like the present, what's happening now. Because if I get caught up and I start to believe that my happiness or my fulfillment or the best version of me lies in my destination, I'm already losing before I get started. My best me is right now. And I will continue to be better through that, right? My best me is now. Why? Because I've learned to love myself more and better and harder than I ever have before. I can genuinely say that. I've really learned that. And I practice that on most days, not all days, on most days. I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie to y'all, right? But this is something that I wouldn't have learned to foster had I just snapped my fingers and got what I needed to get. So don't look at your journey and look at yourself as though you need to be someone different right now. Your reality needs to be something different right now. It doesn't. There is some real gold in your reality, right? Like, that reminds me of the song, shout out to J. Cole, like where he's Love Yours, and he's talking about there's beauty in the struggle. There's beauty in the struggle. Don't always look at what the next man or the next woman has, because also comparison is the thief of joy. Love yours, love your life, love it as it is right now. If you never learn how to love yourself now, you will never grow. To grow takes love. And it sounds very, very simplified or very cliche, but think about it. Even on a biological level, if you don't touch a child or they have no skin to skin contact when they're born, they will die, like physically die if they're not touched. There's been several documents, or there's been several studies on that's actually a thing. So think about that, what that means. Oh, if they don't receive love, they'll die. So what's happening in you if you're not giving yourself love? You're not growing. There's parts of you that are stagnant, and that does not feel good. That results in us feeling unfulfilled, us feeling unworthy. So we have to love ourselves into change. Be merciful with ourselves, be graceful with ourselves, because that's how you get to this beloved destination. And I don't want to fly to my destination anyway. I used to be so quick, walk fast, talk fast. I still talk fast, but like, I'm learning how to slow down, because I ask myself, like, Alyssa, what exactly are you darting to the finish line for? To get where? Like, to get where? The destination is the casket. That's where we're all headed. So why are we trying to get there quickly? The quicker you get to this, whatever destination you need to get to, the quicker you get to the end of your life as well. So I want to prolong life. I want to prolong my joy and my peace. You guys know I keep talking about ease, peace, anything that stresses me out, done. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. My ladies, you know how stress affects us. Hair be falling out, all type of irritability, emotional issues, all that type of stuff. And I'm just all about the ease. I'm all about the peace, all about the lack of stress. And I'll do anything for me when it comes to me having a emotionally and mentally and spiritually sound mind. And what I've learned is that the journey helps prosper me, or at least embracing the journey helps prosper me. And I have days, even now, even after this video, keep me in your damn prayers, because there's going to be some days where I'm just like, why hasn't my channel took off yet? I'm talking some good stuff, and there's some people who, granted, they got their thing or whatever, but they blow up faster. And I ask myself sometimes, why? Like, damn, like, I'm saying good things. I'm trying to change the world, like, on my little way, leave my little mark, my little footprint. I was here. That's all I'm trying to do. And I find myself getting frustrated sometimes, and I will still continue to get frustrated, but guess what? I have grace even for that. I'm anticipating the day I get pissed off again about me being on this journey and prolonging it, and oh, the journey's so great. Now get me to my destination. I want to be on my yacht tomorrow. I want the body today. But I always come back and I temper my expectations, like, Alyssa, love the process, be present, love yourself, but it works. It works, but it's not a smooth road, right? Progress is not linear. You go up and down, up and down, up and down. Even there's this physics experiment, which I love. I think it's such a great display of life. It's like the ball that you put on a slide will go like this. It'll go down But the ball that you put on a slide that has waves, it will beat the ball that went straight. Meaning that those downs are the reason for your more robust ups. And you go down again, you have a more robust up. So embrace the darkness, embrace the upset or those days when you're not feeling good. Embrace it, because it's all in the name of self-love. It's all in the name of making sure that we're making progress regardless of what it looks like. There's been days, like even prior to this, I haven't posted on the channel, I think in like 5 days. That's a lot for me, because I told myself I'll be posting at least 4 times a week. This is my first time posting this week. It is Friday. It is Friday. I haven't posted all week. I thought about it as I wasn't posting. I was like, I can't right now. I can't come on here and give them what I want to give, so I'm not going to do it. And this was probably one of the first time I did not fully stress or really like beat myself up about it. Why? Because I'm graceful with myself. Show grace during your journey, because what it's doing is teaching me for when I do get there and my channel does blow up, because it will. That's what the ancestors told me, because my channel is going all the way up. So by the time it goes up, I'm going to have the inner workings. I'm going to have the blueprint of exactly how to take care of it, how to take care of people, how to take care of myself when I am able to have live out the plans that I have for this channel, which I'm not telling you guys just yet, but I have some really exciting things for this channel plan, and I'm so excited for it. So I hope that this video has given you some real insight to why we don't have to rush, why we can take our time, and why we will still be successful, and why we are somebody now, why we're great now, why we're her now, why we're him now. I want you to wear that crown like you got 200, a million subscribers or whatever you're trying to get, like you're on that yacht now, like you have that house now, like you have that dream woman, that dream guy now. Sit with that. You deserve it now. And what it's going to do is signal to you, wow, I'm being soft and kind to myself. And it's going to make you want to actually work and align with those things and enjoy, embrace your journey more. And before you know it, you'll have these things come into your reality. It's so powerful, so powerful to have a changed mind and to nurture a mindset that really nurtures you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. All right, guys, so I'm going to leave it here. Please, 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 if this video has resonated with you, comment down below. And if you don't comment, if you don't subscribe, I'm closing the channel. All right, so just make sure that you subscribe. It's really going to help me so much, especially if you engage the content, if you like it. And if you're just here to pass by and you feel like you don't want to subscribe, that's fine too. I really appreciate your watch time. I appreciate you engaging with me. And until next time.